Yo, what is good, guys? Second stream. So if you want to catch my first stream or where you're hiding, you can find it on my channel. But right now, I'm with my guy DeeGifted314, who's
Yes,
a part of
sir.
Bird Game Nation Sports Media.
Yes,
So
sir.
introduce yourself, my guy.
Man. Thank you for the opening. I'm D Gifted. I'm a proud member of Bird Game Sports Media. You can also catch me on my page, D Gifted 314. I'll be on there, and the first 100 subscribers will be entered in the raffle for a Brian Dawkins jersey. So, hey, I'm doing it just like that, man.
There you go. That's what I like
Yeah.
to see. But I want to get to know you a little bit better. So,
Okay.
what's your favorite Eagle of all time, and how did you get into the Eagles content creating?
Man, honestly, my favorite Eagle of all time would have to be Brian Dawkins, just on the strength that he is the reason I am an Eagles fan. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, so we had the St. Louis Rams when I was growing up, and they was pretty trash. So they allowed me to really, see what other teams was out there, and I used to play a lot of Madden, and they just stuck out to me, and as a kid, I used to watch a whole bunch of Brian Dawkins videos, and for real, his heart, his passion is something that always stuck with me, and something that a culture that I always wanted to be a part of. And so, with me being from St. Louis, there's not a lot of Eagles fans. There's not a lot of Eagles fans in the area. So, with that being said, I had to create my own channel so I can be going to other Eagles content creators, creating my own family, so I can go to an event, because after losses, after wins, I want to go to somebody and talk to. I want to vent. I want to go ahead and turn up. I know Muzz be having the same, be wanting to say the same things that I be saying. So me creating my own YouTube channel is just a family thing, so we can, so I can turn up with the fans. And like I said, I'm growing. I'm on my mission to 100 subscribers. So, slowly but surely.
Hey, man, I loved your energy there. That was fucking perfect. I love your
Yes.
energy and the way you're in St. Louis now, right? Correct?
Yeah, for sure. So I'm Central Time.
Yeah. So I think I asked did you see a lot of Rams fans before they went to LA?
Yeah, I mean, the Rams really wasn't that good when they was here. I mean, they did win a Super Bowl, 1999. Then they went back to back, Super Bowls, and lost against the Patriots to, I believe, Tom Brady first Super Bowl win was over the Rams. So, yeah, it was a lot, but not really, really die hard ones. But mind you, I was young, at the time, and really, wasn't too big on them. All my attention was on the Eagles. I was a passionate Eagles fan. I was that kid that I stayed up all night watching Monday Night Football. And if we had lost, I had probably been crying that night. I didn't want to talk to nobody. I was that type of person that, I was really emotionally invested in the team. So no, I wasn't really paying too much attention to the Rams, especially when they was losing.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. So let's just get right into it. This past weekend, we played the Kansas City Chiefs 42-30. That was a good game by Jalen Hurts, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, for sure. That was a game that definitely showed a whole lot of progress, for sure. Like every game since the beginning really has been progress. We've seen him against the 49ers, and time again, Jalen Hurts have been showing that he's been able to move the ball the whole time. Like, so far this season, if it's one thing that has been confirmed, it's the fact that Jalen Hurts can definitely move the ball up and down the field. If it's one thing that has to be known by watching the team, we are a passing team, and Jalen Hurts has shown the ability to be able to pass the ball. Like I said, the first game we had 30 plus points. Matter of fact, we put up 30 plus points twice already this season, when last season we didn't even touch 30 plus points. You know what I mean? So already he is showing the ability to move the ball. Matter of fact, already so far through 4 weeks, he averaging 291 yards a game. He already got 7 touchdowns, and he's been able to take care of the ball. You know what I mean? Like, he's been able to take care of the ball. He only got 2 interceptions. His QB rating is 101.1. So this guy is obviously, doing his due diligence and completing, everything that he needs to be done. You know what I mean? So you can't be upset with the performance that Jalen Hurts has been showing.
I mean, the only thing that's bothering me about Jalen Hurts right now is his accuracy. Like his underthrown, overthrown. I mean, he had Zach Ertz wide open and he overthrew him. What are your thoughts about his accuracy, though?
Man, I mean, it's a work in progress. Mind you, this is basically his rookie season as a starter. You know what I mean? Like in reality, he had a great game. He had a great game. He threw for 387 yards in that game. You know what I mean? Like I was getting frustrated because we really should have had more touchdowns in that game. For real, he had 2 touchdowns, but really he could have easily had 5 because 3 of them got taken off the board. You know what I mean?
We could have won.
Yeah.
It's just like we're going to talk about the penalties in a little bit, but the thing with Jalen Hurts is I love his work ethic. I love his passing. I love his what's that word? I'm thinking of
leadership.
Yep, leadership.
The intangibles.
Yeah, like that's exactly what we need. I mean, this is the year of Jalen Hurts. I mean, how many interceptions did he throw? 2 now?
Yeah.
2 or 3? That's incredible right there.
Yeah.
I thought he, like before the season, I thought he would throw like 5 in the first 4 games.
Right.
So he's proven me wrong right there, which I freaking love. I love when the Eagles players prove me wrong. I love it because I'm a realistic fan. So when I think they're going to lose a game, I'm like, okay, let me see what you guys can do. Prove me wrong. Let me see what you guys can do for this game against Carolina, which we're going to talk about in a little bit. But I want to get to Miles Sanders and the lack of the ball. Because he's not getting – dude, I did this video yesterday. Like, you got to feed Miles Sanders more. You got to feed him more. And he has a total of 37 carries and 169 yards in those 4 games. That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
That is just ridiculous, man. And with Doug Peterson last year, he had his most rushing yards in his career with 824. And now I'm like, can you imagine Nick Sirianni uses him right? Like, can you really imagine that?
Hey, that's something that I actually forgot about his amount of yards that he had last season. So you make a good point. What if he do get used a whole bunch? And for me to just touch on that for a little bit, the running back situation, Miles Sanders is not Nick Sirianni's guy. He didn't draft him. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's almost as if they using their guy more because it's their guy. He fits their scheme a lot more. Now, that's not to say they just handed it to Kenny. He actually earned that. So we are a passing team. That's what the owner wants. He wants our team to be a passing team. So with that being said, everybody on the team has to be able to catch the ball. If you're on the field, you have to be able to catch the ball. And with Miles Sanders, the thing that we was hearing the whole offseason throughout training camp, when given the opportunity, he was dropping the ball. So that's something that the coaches had took into consideration when they decide who is on the field. Now, the game naturally plays out its own natural way. If Kenny is on the field, they're not going to take him out. He can catch the ball. So now defense don't know, hey, is he in the game to run it or is he in it to catch it? They don't know. But then with Miles Sanders in the game, they already know 9 times out of 10, he's the runner. So in my opinion, they not really taking away Miles Sanders' reps. The only way but basically the only way Miles Sanders is going to get touches is if we're in the lead because he's our runner. Kenny is the guy that can be on the field at all times. But say we have a two touchdown lead, we're gonna see plenty of Miles Sanders for sure. I don't doubt that at all because he is the better running back between the two.
Yeah, and it just came to me. I was talking about this last year when we were hiding. Do you see the Eagles possibly trading Miles Sanders and going forward with Kenneth Gainwell? Do you see that happening?
this is the NFL, so that is definitely possible. Miles Sanders is not a guy that has that repertoire. You know what I mean? He doesn't have that cachet to be holding. You know what I'm saying? He is a valuable piece that we can definitely use, but at the same time, I don't want that, but it's definitely possible because Miles Sanders is, I believe, this is a contract year for him. I think he is in his last season with on the contract, so he's gonna be looking for an extension. I don't know what type of money he's gonna be looking for, but if the season continues the way it had between the last two games, Miles Sanders only has nine carries, nine carries. That's not even that shouldn't even be a stat that we even have. You know what I mean? Like what? You know, that's unacceptable. So we definitely could use him more, and especially in the red zone.
Oh my God, we're gonna talk about the red zone in a minute. That's a whole nother topic. But I just want to go back to the Cowboys game. How were you feeling when he only got 2 rushes?
Man, I think honestly, I wasn't surprised because, like I said, pretty much this offense is a passing offense, and we wanted to pass the ball. It was obvious, and we didn't have the lead. So I knew 9 times out of 10, they gonna boom, try to pass it. But it was kind of surprising to me because they did run the ball like one time. And then once they did run the ball, I think he picked up like 15, 20 yards on that one play. And we didn't see him again get ran the ball. But he probably got that because we don't run the ball. So they wasn't really, expecting it. But like I say, they need to run the ball because that takes a lot of pressure off everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I was talking to Bird Gang, and he brought up a good point. It don't running the ball don't just help Jalen Hurts, but it helps the offensive line because when they're constantly having to backpedal, that's a door open for injury because now they're going backwards instead of applying that pressure. You see what I'm saying? And so that could possibly help out with the injury rate because we already see that the less time in practice is not working. We are still getting hurt. So, you know what I'm saying? We can use the help in a whole bunch of areas, whether that's running the ball or whatever the case, because I know we're going to jump into defense, but running the ball would definitely help defense as well.
Yeah. So, Slay, why am I on the right side? Because the person who made me the thumbnail key in the building, shout out to you, D's on the left side. Like you can see he's right there.
Yeah.
So it's like it's no point. And I'm on a computer in the thumbnail.
So that's tough though. Hey, that's tough how you got that though, for real.
My friend, she's like gifted in thumbnail making. So I'm a part of like the Spotlight Sports Network. So she's like the thumbnail person. So you have 2 channels?
I only got 1 channel, so maybe it's somebody else's name.
Because you're on the left, yeah. Yeah, unless Bird Gang is technically your second channel, right?
Yeah. I mean, sure, Bird Gang, it's a big network. We got a whole bunch of people on there. So when Muzz want to just tune in and get a whole bunch of other content created, because we are Eagles fans, we are one big family. So I'm always trying to support.
Me and him are in the talks. Like, dude, I've been DMing you, dude. Give me a part of this thing. And he's like, had to hit me back up. So, yeah, I know it's like you're always a jokester. But, yeah. So,
yeah, man.
Let me just go back to, I want to go back to red zone now. Because you brought up, like, that is a huge problem there.
Yeah.
I mean, we cannot get in the end zone. They're not running the ball.
See.
Like they want to do the Philly Special 2.0, and they're throwing the ball, and Jalen Hurts being inaccurate at times. He can't hit Hurts right there. So I'm like, you gotta run the damn ball in the red zone.
Look, I know we're gonna touch on the penalties, but penalties and not getting it done in the red zone is two categories that can make you 1 in 16. You know what I mean? Like you can lose hella games if you don't if you getting penalties and you're not putting it in all the way in the red zone. And that's two things that happened to us. Now, last game, now I know we didn't officially get that, but I still feel like we did pretty good. I know a lot of people were saying, oh, we should run the ball a lot more in the red zone, but honestly, we were still getting Nick Sirianni schemed up us to get in the red zone. We got in the red zone. We got in the end zone. We got in there a few times, actually, and it got called back. We got in, whether I don't care. Honestly, I don't care how we get in the end zone. As long as we get in the end zone, and we got in there about 3 times. 4 times would be perfect. But, hey, it didn't work out. Now, we could mix it up a little bit more, running and passing it. But I do feel like it was encouraging to see that we was able to get it inside the end zone, but it's unfortunate that we couldn't keep him. So, I think he still proved that he's able to scheme up these guys. Because like I said, this game was something similar to the very first game that we had. You know what I mean? All season, like I said earlier in our conversation, Jalen Hurts has been proving that he can move the ball down the field. That's something we've been seeing all season. I'm a big believer in Jalen Hurts. And like I said, he's proven that time and time again, progress. And yeah, that's just how I feel.
yeah. I mean, the penalties, we're number 1 in penalties. And the main reason why? Derek Barnett. I did a video. I started my own podcast. It's called Trade Derek Barnett Podcast. And my first episode was like, he has more penalties than sacks in his career.
Dang. Okay, I didn't know that.
Sacks, 24 penalties.
Oh, wow.
In 5 years. 5. So I'm like,
oh, wow.
Why is he here?
That's a nice stat. I mean, not a nice stat, but that's, good info.
Yeah. I was with my childhood friend. We were catching up. He's a Patriots fan. I'm an Eagles fan. And he's like, dude, you need to cut this guy. You need to cut Derek Barnett here. I'm like, no, I want him gone. I want something back. Give me a 5th rounder, 6th rounder. Give me something.
Yeah. At this point, I can definitely agree with you just on the strength that he's not performing, better than, his play, what he been producing. Like he's costing us, more than he's helping us, which is basically what that stat means. If this guy has more penalties than he has sacks, then he's technically hurting us more than he's helping us. So if Muzz wanted to get rid of him, how can I be upset?
I know, but it's just like, what absolutely kills me, because we're talking about Derek Barnett here in the defense, it's the linebackers. How mad are you at the linebacker position right now? You gotta be mad as me, right? You gotta
man. Yeah, man. I mean, the linebackers are non-existent, bro. When you watch them play, they are non-existent. I don't even see him. The only person I seen was Eric Wilson, and the only reason I seen him is because he got that pick. Other than that, I didn't see him. So, our linebackers are definitely going to have to get it together, because our defensive line can only do so much. You know what I mean? And mind you, this is a whole different scheme that we are running right now. And right now, the trend is looking like Javon Hargrave is that guy on our defensive line, because he is constantly improving time and time again. And right now, this guy has 5 sacks already. 5 sacks, insane. 6 tackle for loss, 7 QB hits. This guy is on fire for having a killer season.
Yeah.
But if we can't stop the run, because the linebackers, he's not going to be getting no QB hits, because they're not even going to be passing the ball. You see what I'm saying? Our whole team is built, seem like it's built around right now having to play with the lead, because if teams can run the ball or is able to run the ball on us, we not going to be effective, because the linebackers are non-existent. That's going to hurt us the whole time. they non-existent in the passing game either.
No, yeah. Now, I was talking about this with Where You High in the live stream. How do you feel about Fletcher Cox right now?
Man, I feel like Fletcher Cox not happy. When I see him in his press conferences, he don't seem like a happy guy. Whenever a question is brought up about scheme, he don't seem like a happy guy. He even brought up the fact that, man, when you got me playing the 3 technique, 4 technique back and forth, it's hard to basically, you're saying it's hard to get settled within certain technique. And when you got your veteran players like Fletcher Cox already showing signs of frustration, then you got Darius Slay already showing signs of frustration. When the veteran guys start feeling like that, eventually that trickles down to the rookies. And then at that point, it's affecting the whole team. Defense has to get it together. Hopefully, Fletcher Cox can keep his mind up in the game, because this is a work in progress. This is a whole complete opposite scheme from what Jim Schwartz was running. So, hopefully we get it together. But I don't see Fletcher Cox being happy in this scheme at all.
Yeah. Do you see Fletcher Cox being traded at the end of this year? Like, do you see that? If the Eagles don't perform, like if we get, for example, 3 wins or 4, do you see Fletcher Cox being moved along with Brandon Graham?
Honestly, Brandon Graham will retire before we trade him. And Fletcher Cox, I don't know, man, because
how old is Fletcher Cox? Do you know?
Javon, he's 29, I believe, or
I'm looking up.
29.
He's 30. He's 30.
Yeah. Okay. So he would definitely be getting moved. Soon as a player hits 30, are they already looking to see if your production decrease even the slightest bit? This guy is one of the few players in the NFL without a QB sack. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how. Yeah. So
now, I just want to ask you this: do you believe he's constantly getting double teamed? Because I see that time and time and time again.
Yeah, and that's gonna add to the frustration. If a guy getting double teamed the whole time, by the second half, he frustrated, and they scoring every time. I mean, come on now. The Chiefs had the ball 7 times. They scored 6 of those times. You best believe if he getting double teamed all game and they scoring every time they get the ball, he better be frustrated. But that frustration is something that's evident, especially when you're talking in his press conferences. You know what I mean? So
it's just sad. It's sad how the defense is looking as a whole.
Yeah.
Like, it really is back-to-back games with 40 and then 42. It's like,
yeah. I just want to say too, I think the pass defense is getting worse, honestly, because okay, we had the first game with the Falcons. We pretty much shut them out. We were supposed to do that. That was first game of the season, and they the Falcons. Second game, we was competent. We held ever since the 49ers broke loose on us, because believe it or not, the first half, we didn't even allow a first down in the 49ers game. After they started being able to move the ball, then came Dallas. They crushed us moving the ball. Then the Chiefs came, and they threw all over us. Patrick Mahomes made throwing 5 touchdowns look easy. This guy had a QB rating of 131. That's damn near perfect.
Yeah.
That's damn near perfect. That's something that's trending down. Like I said, we started up here. We were shutting them down. Ever since the 49ers game, we've been going down. Like you said, 40 plus points, 2 games in a row.
Yeah. Now we're against Sam Darnold. Christian McCaffrey might play. Who's their wide receiver? I'm forgetting his name.
DJ Moore.
Yep.
And
I'm just like, dude, what the hell?
Yeah.
Sam
So
Darnold's looking good.
yeah, man. I honestly believe that with the way our defense have been playing, this is basically another test for us. Sam Darnold ain't no chump. This guy can move the ball just as well. Last game, Sam Darnold all season has been a surprise for everybody. So we can't sleep on him, and they playing at home. You know what I mean? So Sam Darnold is a QB that's showing signs of improvement. But last game he showed signs of he could be possibly the same. When you getting that pressure on him. Last game he had 301 yards. He threw 2 touchdowns, but he still had 2 interceptions. And his QB rating was okay, 85.5. So, we still gotta, be able to, contain him. But if they can run the ball, Sam Darnold not gonna have to do anything. It all starts with the running game. If we can force them to have to pass, then we can see what's up with Sam Darnold. But like I said, it's another test because especially with them having DJ Moore too. That's obviously one of their favorite weapons. You know what I mean? Like Sam Darnold has a legit weapon who has been performing all season, really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and to go with Carolina's defense now, how scared are you of their front seven? Because the Dallas Cowboys, they rushed over like 200 yards, and Ezekiel Elliott had like 145 yards alone. So if we can actually use Miles Sanders and Kenneth Gainwell and Boston Scott, who's not even there, right, you could possibly win. You agree?
Oh, hell yeah. With them allowing last game 245 yards, a carry, yards period in the game. I think Dallas averaged 7.2 yards an attempt a carry. If we can duplicate that, we got our own two-headed monster. So this would be the game where we definitely have to implement the run game. Now, will we do it? I don't know. I have no idea because we already established we love to pass the ball no matter what, and they want to call RPOs a run call play. You know what I mean? So I don't know how much stock people want to buy into that, but we need to implement the run game. It starts there. It starts there for sure. And I'm not really afraid of them, especially of the Panthers line, especially if they're allowing 245 yards. We just got to do it.
I know. It's just like, can you actually stick? Because against the Cowboys, Miles Sanders had 2 rushes for 27 yards, and then he didn't get the ball again. And then you saw last game against the Chiefs, after that long run, Miles Sanders spiked the ball. You can see he didn't get the ball again. Yeah. So I'm like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, he got the ball early in that game, and I don't know. I guess I kind of felt like he wasn't gonna get the ball a lot either because I seen the play when he got the ball early. It was a fat hole right on the side of him, and he literally did not even run to it. I thought he would have, but he didn't run into it, and those are plays that are going to cost Miles Sanders. He has to perform every time he gets the ball because they already looking to put Kenny on the field anyway. You know what I mean? So if you giving them, you can't give them reason to sit you down. So when he see them holes, he has to be able to hit them. So hopefully they feed him enough to even do that because, like you said, he slammed that ball pretty hard because he seen that hole just like we all did. He missed it.
Now, how do you feel about our offensive line? Because this past game they look good.
Oh yeah,
Jason Kelce is their starting center. I mean,
oh yeah, our offensive line. I was proud of them, to be honest. You know what I mean? I was proud of them just on the strength that going into the game and hearing that Lane Johnson was out. I was like, whoa. I don't know what to expect, especially coming off a blowout game when the Cowboys just demolished us, and then to go in this game and then to see the offensive line be able to hold up and Nick Sirianni scheme up these guys. and them still be able to move the ball, I was very impressed by the offensive line. You know, they're gonna have to do it again because Lane Johnson is reportedly out again. He back in Philly, but you know, he gonna be out the next game too. You know, so I feel like the offensive line really doing well. They impress me as long as they continue to scheme up Jalen Hurts and allow him to get the ball out of his hands quick early in the game. We're gonna be all right.
Yeah, and Jordan Mailata's back.
Oh yeah, so we really gonna be all right. We really gonna be all right.
Wait, is Herbig gonna take the spot of Lane Johnson, or who's going to that spot? Dickerson?
Man, I'm not even sure. I gotta look into that.
It's actually, if it's Herbig, all right. I just don't want Dillard. I mean, how do you feel about Dillard? Like for me, he's just there. I mean, like performing. In my opinion. What do you think?
I mean, honestly, I feel like I said, he part of the line too. So he had a very good game himself. Like, you know, them as a whole, they had pretty good. And then him by himself, he held up pretty good. He didn't look, long as he ain't getting called out for more penalties, then we cool. I think he had 2 penalties in that game, but they was all like on RPO like plays. As long as he wasn't getting called for like holding and stuff like that, that's why I get irritated. But honestly, Andre Dillard, he trying to show that he's a competent player. So it for him to have a good game, you know, you kind of would want to see Andre Dillard kind of be able to build off that and continue to get that. I feel like that's the only downside to Mailata coming back. But hey, he put up good stuff on tape, so maybe we can trade him or something. You know, you never know.
I mean, what can we get for Dillard? I mean, to me, he's a bust. He was a first-round pick that we could have got plenty of talent there. And then you had to deal with Jason Peters there. I mean, that could have hurt his growth on the field a little bit. And then now it's just like, what are you doing here, man? Like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I think he just trying to put stuff good on tape because he looking like something that we can possibly trade and, you know, capitalize off of. Because mind you, we still gonna have to shop and get us a linebacker. For real. We need that.
Just the linebackers alone are killing me. I thought Eric Wilson would be like a snag. I thought he would be like the greatest pick or the greatest pickup. It was like 1 year, 3.5 mil or something like that.
Who, Kerrigan?
Guy, it's not working. Anthony Harris, Jonathan Gannon guy, not working. So I'm just like, can something work? Please, can something work? And tell me if I'm wrong or not. Isn't Nick Sirianni mad at Jonathan Gannon right now? I've been seeing like, I don't know if that's real or not. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I mean, I didn't hear about any beef, but I would be upset too. You know what I mean? 2 weeks in a row, give up 40 plus points. When your offense scored 24 plus points, you supposed to probably win that game. That's how I feel. And defense, they really dropped the ball. 2 weeks in a row. This the 3rd week. If we don't see any progress, if we don't see no progress, then we know what the season gonna be. We need to be aware that we gonna be one of those teams that gotta be perfect. Because listen, if we suck like that on defense, we will have to be perfect on offense. And with that being said, you know what that's gonna do? That's gonna make everybody overreact when Jalen Hurts mess up because he gotta be perfect. He gotta be perfect. Everybody gonna start critiquing the little things, you know what I'm saying? Because overall, this is supposed to be an evaluation year. But people cannot overreact. You know what I mean? Jalen Hurts still needs certain things too to be successful, just like every other quarterback in the NFL. Just like Tom Brady need time, Jalen Hurts need time too. Just like, you know what I'm saying, everybody need a weapon, he need a weapon too. We got all that. You know what I mean? We just got to make sure that we being consistent with it. But defense, they gonna be, if they don't show any type of progress, then we know every game we gonna be in a shootout and we gotta move the ball up and down the field. If it's one thing that we get out of the season, it's gonna be our Jalen Hurts already got experience with having to put the team on his back because the defense couldn't even stop a nosebleed. See what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying, man. You know what? I'm getting tired of talking about the defense. I want to go to Devontae Smith here because this last game, man, he had a good game. He had like what, 140 yards, 124?
122. He was targeted 10 times, 7 receptions, 122 yards.
I love it.
It was definitely overshadowed by the loss, but he had a beautiful game. Everybody keep talking about his dig when he stepped, you know what I'm saying, when he dipped, and the defender goes flying the other way. The guy is magical with his feet. This is the best game. This is only the beginning. I got Devontae Smith right here on my wall. I know he gonna be amazing. You know, it's a little plaque I got. You know what I'm saying? I'm already feeling the Devontae Smith vibe for the season.
There you go. What I mean? Guys in the chat, what do you guys think about Devontae Smith? Please let me know. And I gotta ask you this, since we're on Devontae Smith, what was your thought process of us getting Devontae Smith in the draft? Think about it. We were 6, 12, 10.
I'm glad you asked me that.
I want to hear your thoughts on the draft process. Like, what was going through your head throughout all this?
Honestly, I was thinking, I didn't know what was going to happen, but I wanted a corner or I wanted a wide receiver. At that point, I would not have been mad at any of the choices. But when I seen we had traded with Dallas, like, kind of confused on exactly, you know, why? You know what I mean? Like, why? But then once I saw it had a position, I saw who exactly was on the board was available. I just knew we was getting Devontae Smith, the best weapon on the board, a Heisman Trophy winner. It's like that's gold sitting right there for us to just go get. That's the diamond right there. We let a diamond sit there on the board. If we would have did that, that would have blew my mind. So
now, let me ask you this. Let's say, hypothetically, of course, Jamar Chase was there at 10. Would you still take Devontae Smith or would you take Chase?
See, the thing is, I had really already liked Devontae Smith. Just on the strength that I think it's the Heisman Trophy. It's the Heisman Trophy. For me, that's by his name. That means a lot, man. That means a lot. That says a lot about his character. That says a lot just about him, period. And for him to be a wide receiver, I think he was probably only the 3rd or 4th wide receiver ever to get the Heisman Trophy. You know what I mean? That meant a lot. I didn't care about Jamar Chase. That's a great wide receiver like there is in any other draft. But when do you ever have a Heisman Trophy winner who was dominant and built? And the one thing that mattered the most to me that I don't understand why it's so underrated, it's the route running. Once I found out that he was a specialist with the route running ability, that's what I need. We needed separation. That's what I needed. You know what I mean? Like,
and especially the fact that Jalen Hurts played with him in Alabama. And
that's perfect. Come on, man. You heard all that. You mean to tell me you heard all that as an owner and you just gonna let that walk away?
It's Howie Roseman.
Right. So I was surprised too.
It's Howie Roseman. But shout out to Key in the building. Shout out to you. Thank you for making my thumbnails. Like, it's a real talent. He was telling me how much he loved this thumbnail.
All right, man, that's dope, man. That's dope as fuck. I'm sorry to curse.
He loved it. So it's great. And really quick here. So how long you been having your Eagles YouTube channel? How long?
Man, I honestly just started this year. You know, like I said, I'm in St. Louis and I had a lot going on and I basically got my own crib, got my own situation where I can get comfortable and just really do what I love to do. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make a channel because I'm tired of going to my wife, you know what I'm saying, when she don't even care. I want to create a whole family of people. So I just started me a whole channel, and hey, it's fun, man. It's definitely
you're
fun.
in good hands in Bird Gang sports media.
Oh
Trust
yeah.
me. I'm close with Bird Gang. Like, we talk a lot, but you're in good hands. Seriously.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Oh
be a
yeah.
part of that, Bird Gang, if you're there. I'm still waiting. But yeah, I've got great people behind me in sports. Keys is sub to you. So there
Oh
you
man,
go.
appreciate it, man. Appreciate
Yeah.
that, man.
So
For sure.
shout out to Key again. Thanks you for everything. And we still got some time to talk Eagles. So let's talk with the tight ends. Zach
Okay.
Ertz, Dallas Goedert. Thoughts on them?
Man, honestly, Dallas Goedert showed me a lot, man. He just that dog, you know what I'm saying? He rough in the paint, you know what I'm saying? When just think about basketball, he that guy that, you know what I'm saying, elbowing people, get out my way. He going to get that rebound. He is that type of guy. Zach Ertz is the smooth guy. He that, you know what I'm saying? He might moonwalk and catch the ball. You know what I mean? That's how smooth he is. And so honestly, they both great players. They both great players. And overall, I'm just happy to have both of them on the team. You know what I mean? I'm not at the end of the season. I'm not in the off season. I don't know what I know Zach Ertz probably not gonna be on the team. So I'm gonna enjoy this, season. I'm gonna enjoy all of them playing on the same team. And I know Zach Ertz bring that leadership that this team ultimately needs.
Yeah, yeah. So I was talking about this where you're hiding. And guys, if you haven't seen that stream, please go check it out. The guy's entertaining as hell. I love this guy. But I think he brought up a good point. Like, it's amazing how tight ends are being cycled over and over. Think about it.
Yes.
We have Brent Selleck to Ertz to Goddard, and I'm pretty sure it was Chad Lewis to Brent Selleck.
Yeah, it was.
Like, so it's just like amazing to me how the tight ends are just like going through the future,
man,
following the process and everything. But Way High also brought up a good point. He doesn't see Zach Ertz being back next year because he doesn't know how much longer Zach Ertz can stand being the second tight end. I mean, does that take a hole on Zach Ertz? Like, he wants to be the tough guy, but now he's got to take a back seat here. How do you feel about that?
I know he might be called the second tight end, but honestly, he getting reps like he first, the first ranked tight end, just on the strength that Dallas Goedert is the better blocker. So Zach Ertz is going to get all the catches just on the strength that Nick Sirianni said what? He said, I use all my players I scheme up my players based off they strengths. So he going to have Dallas Goedert in blocking while Zach Ertz catching the ball. So, he might be ranked second, but we see a lot of Zach Ertz, plenty of Zach Ertz. We see plenty of Zach Ertz like he the one, and we see plenty of Dallas Goedert. You know what I'm saying? Like he the one. So I can't honestly, if I wasn't an Eagles fan, I couldn't even tell you who's the one because I would have thought both of them started something. You know what I mean? Like, hey, that's just how it is.
I agree, but it still bothers me that Jalen Hurts overthrew Ertz on that touchdown.
Man, that was early in the game. It was so many other opportunities.
If he caught that, Jalen, I think that was another game with Jalen. Nope, not Jalen Reagor. And we're actually going to talk about Reagor next. How do you feel about Reagor?
Honestly, earlier this season, I had him ranked as one of my top 10 most important Eagles going into this season. And so far, it's not what I thought it should be, but it's still hope there. You know what I'm saying? We still trying to we still got some pieces we still trying to figure out. So it's like I see how they want to use them. I still see the potential. Matter of fact, this year I see more potential this year than I did last year. So that's a good sign. But Jalen Reagor has to get better with his route running. And he has to be consistent with his route running. That's the only thing. If he get crisp and stop just running the routes like he just running. You know what I mean? He not digging. He not trying to sell no other moves when he crossing in or he hitting his slants. You know what I'm saying? When you see Devontae Smith do a crossing route, you know, he's sticking. He really, you know what I'm saying, sending these guys way to the right before he take off to the left. You know what I mean? That's the type of effort that I want to see from Jalen Reagor, and he has the speed. I feel like 9 times out of 10, when they start using Jalen Reagor, they're gonna start using him more so like on like a run play, on like a wide receiver reverse or like a short screen. That's how they use Jalen Reagor, because Jalen Reagor hasn't shown the ability to get open. You know what I mean? So a lot of people asking, oh, why is he getting Jalen Reagor? Jalen Reagor can't get open. Jalen Hurts threw the ball for 387 yards, and Jalen Reagor was not getting open.
For me, it's more of a mental thing, because if you remember the thing with the fan, ever since then, his game went down. Like, his game went down with that.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to his head a little bit. And I'm just like, he was one of my breakout players of the year, along with Travis Fulgham. And we all know what happened to Travis Fulgham.
Man,
but
yeah.
I'm just like, it's so sad with Jalen Reagor. I had to cut him on my fantasy team. You know who picked him up? Bird Gang. Bird Gang picked him up.
Wow. Oh,
dude,
wow.
Bird Gang's team, I shit you not, it's Jalen Hurts, Eagles defense, Miles Sanders. He has Jalen Reagor on the bench. Like, if you play against some of the Eagles defense, you win.
Oh, man, yeah. Because they, man, if you got the Eagles defense on fantasy, you ain't got no points.
I know.
You ain't got no points. See, I just
Eagles players this year.
I just started playing fantasy football, and I tried not to get, well, not just started, but I really started paying attention this year. And I tried not to draft so many Eagles players or a lot of players from the same team, because you do not get wins that way, especially if they go into the next week with a whole different scheme. You know what I mean? Like, every team is different. You just gotta, you know what you're doing. But yeah, that's crazy.
It's just insane, because in that league we have 14 teams, and I took Mahomes at 13.
Oh, wow. Wow.
And I got digged on the way back.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Man.
I don't want to talk about Ben Simmons right now.
Man. Yeah.
I don't want to know, dude. That's a whole nother stream.
Yeah.
Are you paying the basketball? You keep up with the Sixers?
Yeah, man. I mean, I keep up with them, but you know, not really like I'm more so football, but I be keeping an eye up on them. I know they need to let AI be a part of the organization. You know, he said he know how to evaluate talent. I think so too. So that's like a no-brainer.
Guy right here if you want Eagles content, and hit the like button on the stream, man. And
hey, appreciate it too. Appreciate it.
I just got to say this before I forget. You're really knowledgeable about the Eagles, man. I love your content. Keep it going.
Man,
if you
appreciate
need any help with anything, I got you. Oh, I got the house phone. Can someone get that, please? Damn. I'm not getting that. But, yeah, seriously, I got you, man.
Man, appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man. But let's just – can you imagine – I don't want to say this, but I got it. Can you imagine Jalen Hurts get injured? Knock on wood.
Man, why would you even? I never
even. That's exactly where you're hiding it, but I got to.
Man, look.
Yep, Slay, you're right.
Dang, man. Hey, man, thanks, man. Appreciate it for real. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
man.
It's next up. I swear to God. Yeah, you need to collab with Big Play Slay. Like, seriously.
Man, straight up, for sure. Hey, we can do it, you know. But see, the thing is, my schedule, it just be like, I work overnight, so I work Monday through Thursday. So I work 4 o'clock in the evening to 4:30 in the morning. So Monday through Thursday, I'm getting home basically 5 o'clock in the morning. And so, you know what I mean? So if I'm going to sleep at 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm waking up at 1, 2 o'clock and got to be at work at 4. So all my free time is on the weekend, you know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I try to jam everything I can in. Yeah. So, hey, look, so for the muds that sub, you know, I put out reaction videos, and too, I'm going to say this again, The first, I'm on a mission to 100 subscribers. So the first 100 subscribers will be automatically entered in the raffle for a Brian Dawkins jersey. And look, I'm not one of those people who be faking people either. I'm the type of person where I'm gonna do everything on camera. I'm gonna do the raffle on camera, record that. Hey, shout out to the person that won, and then I'm gonna record me sending it out. It's gonna be sent out the first week. I'm not one of those people who are you win something and y'all don't get it until 2 or 3 months later. That ain't me. You know what I mean? So anybody that anybody that sub, that's what we on, man. And y'all gonna always see me reacting. And on Fridays, I got a show, with the network Bird Game Sports Media. I got a show on Friday called Catching It Deep with my guy Eagles Talk from Delco. So every Friday I'm gonna be doing that. And hey, I just appreciate the love. I told you, me creating my channel is so I can react to Eagles fans. I'm in St. Louis. Ain't nobody here. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I gotta definitely reach out, you know what I'm saying? I gotta create.
That's basically what you do, man.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest with you, dude. I haven't missed a day of uploading since last November.
Damn.
So
you on the mission.
You gotta put in that grind, man. Like for me, my view's a little down, but I don't care. I'm having fun, man.
Yeah. That's what it's about.
Like for the money, I got like stuff shit. I'm good.
Yeah.
So I'm just doing this for the fun.
Yeah.
Oh, Speedy Eagle, what is up? Oh, that's Sonic.
Sonic,
you got me. Yo, yeah, you gotta work out with a big play slay here. Like seriously, DM him on Twitter.
Hey, yeah,
guys.
for sure,
Seriously.
for sure.
Tell him your Twitter.
Shoot, hey, it's at DeeGifted314. I try to make everything simple so it won't be hard to find me. I even started trying to put hashtag DeeGifted, so you can just hashtag DeeGifted314 and something should pop up. You know what I mean? Okay. So yeah, we doing it like that. Hey, we definitely gonna have to collab again, man.
We're still going. Saturday. We still got another 7 minutes.
Yeah,
we still got another 7 to 8 minutes. I try to do all my streams within an hour. I got another one at 8 o'clock with the Panthers fan.
Okay.
I'm just like, this is my third live. Second, next one's the third. I'm just having fun, man. I guess you can call me a Kid Eagle guy. Wow. Yeah, Sonic, why would you do that? But seriously. But anything you have the Eagles fix for the Carolina Panthers tomorrow? What would you have them fix besides the run? Because I know everyone is going to say the run. Wait, can you hear me? Hello? I lost you. Guys, can you hear me? Hello? We lost him. Yo, guys, can you hear me? I don't know if that was me. Can you hear me?
Bang.
There we go. There we go.
Somebody was FaceTiming me, so I guess
that happened to me before.
Yeah.
DeeGifted lowly looks like. All right, GK, thank you. Make sure you hit that like button. And DeeGifted, you look like Malcolm Jenkins.
I never got that one before. Hey, but that's a compliment, man. I appreciate that. That's a big compliment.
It is.
Malcolm Jenkins ain't a bad looking guy. I remember watching him in the Super Bowl ceremony, and Muzz was looking sharp. Malcolm Jenkins always know how to look sharp. You know what I mean? That's a well-respected guy for the Eagles community. So that's what's up.
Yeah. So what I was asking you, what is the one thing that you can fix for the Eagles for the Sunday tomorrow?
Is that a trick? Is that a trick question?
I just came up with it on the spot.
Oh man, no. But it's a great question. It's a great question, but it's because it's a question that has to be asked, and it's only because it's been 2 weeks in a row. So you have to wonder if Jonathan Gannon understands what he's doing, understanding if he's even putting these guys in position. We know Nick Sirianni doing his part when it comes to putting these guys in position, but is the defense is Jonathan Gannon doing his part and making sure everything running smoothly and his guys in position? Because like we brought up earlier, this guy is Fletcher Cox showing signs of frustration. Darius Slay in the meeting, he's showing signs of frustration. He's saying already we need to get it together. Who do you think he talking to? He talking to Jonathan Gannon.
Yeah.
He talking to everybody. Everybody. He letting people know, hey, this ain't on me. Because he know 40 plus points don't look good for nobody. And when 40 plus points get put up, somebody going to be looking to point the finger. And after the game, Darius Slay tweeted, hey, I only had 2 guys ever put up 100 yards on me. You know what I mean? So, Jonathan Gannon got to put these guys in position. You asked me what would I fix? Unfortunately, I'm not the defensive coordinator, so I can't. But if I could, I would tell Jonathan Gannon, man, you got to start applying some more pressure. You got to start training these guys because everybody. Where's the guy we drafted? Not drafted, but picked up from the Redskins. This guy ain't even
Ryan Kerrigan
available. Where is he? Look, they sent us a guy that ain't putting up nothing. The Redskins knew what he was about before they let him go. That's why I always feel funny when we getting a player from a guy within our division. You know what I mean? That always just never sit right. That I have never seen that work out for us ever. And right now, this guy is invisible. I don't see him. He ain't doing nothing. And he's playing in a completely different scheme. He's never played in this, ever.
Right.
So, that's maybe, and mind you, he's a veteran guy too. We all know how veteran guys start to feel, once they've been playing for a little minute. If something ain't working out, they check out. Veteran guys, especially when they get traded, most of the time they want to go to a team that's competing. So if you losing too, he really ain't finna be trying. He really don't care. Matter of fact, he playing for a team that's been his rival his whole career. You think he really trying? Look, dude don't even show up on the stat sheet. He ain't got nothing to show me. You know what I mean? That's crazy.
For me, I loved the signing of Ryan Kerrigan because he was always a thorn in our side every single year. And now we got him. It's like, poof. And I'm like, so the one thing I would fix, just on the defense alone, going more man to man. Like, I don't see man to man that much. Do you?
Yeah. Nah, I don't. I feel like that could help out a lot of situations, especially on third down. We just sitting back in zone most of the time. When you play against a good quarterback, you can't just bank on him to make a mistake. These quarterbacks are great, and 9 times out of 10, they're getting outside the pocket as well. So if they get outside the pocket, the zone is not that much effective. You know what I mean? This guy, especially when you're going against great quarterbacks, and we will be going against a great quarterback after the Panthers, Tom Brady coming into town.
So, last minute score prediction tomorrow.
I got us winning 28-21. 28-21.
I got it flipped. I have the Eagles losing 28-21.
Oh, wow.
Yo, Bird Gang, as soon as we start to close.
What up, Bird Gang?
Yeah, Bird Gang. Get me into Bird Gang's media, dude. I'm waiting. But seriously, thanks again for coming on, my guy. You're very knowledgeable. You're very passionate. You're in good hands when Bird Gang Sports Media. Like, that's so many words. But, dude, I'm here for you. If you have any questions at all, just hit me up. And, we got to do it for your channel next.
Yeah, so, for sure, man. Appreciate it.
Hit me up whenever. And Bird Gang, I'm waiting for you. Just DM me whenever. I got to get on this, man. People are DMing me. You got to get on Bird Gang Nation. Like, people are DMing me, man.
Yeah.
Like, yo, GK, thanks, my God. Please sub up this guy, please. How close are you to 100?
Man, I'm almost halfway there. I'm almost right, man. I think I just hit 40 a few days ago. You know what I'm
There
saying?
you
So
go.
I'm on a mission. You know, it's progress. That's why I appreciate every subscriber. Literally, like every subscriber, every single one. I don't care if I get one every day. That one, I'm turned up. Because honestly, when I first put out my first video, I wasn't expecting to get any views. You know what I mean? I was just putting out, like, okay, we'll see. I didn't even want to even look at the numbers. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
a good idea. Post YouTube shorts.
Yo, I posted a YouTube short the first game of the season when Devontae Smith had made his first touchdown, and I got the most views off that short. That I just hit 600 on that, and
Yeah,
yeah,
I
that was
just
pretty good.
uploaded when the Sixers won. Right, it was a short 823 views.
Damn.
So
Yeah.
I've been doing shorts for like a while. It helps. Like I'll continue to do that. Like it works, man. It works. So shout out everything, your YouTube, Twitter. If you got an Instagram.
Man, first and foremost, shout out to Bird Game Sports Media, you know, where you can come and you can see all Eagles contents all throughout the week, 24/7, all shows throughout the week. I personally have a show Friday with the network, catching it deep with my guy Eagles Talk from Delco. So we doing it like that. And you can check out my personal page as well at DeeGifted314. I'm on a mission again to 100 subscribers. The first 100 subscribers automatically enter in the raffle for a Brian Dawkins jersey. Hey, and we doing it like that, man.
Yep. All right. Sounds good.
Yeah.
And guys, I'm back here again tonight in less than 2 hours. I'm going to have a Panthers fan on here. It's going to be lit. Make sure you're here for that, man. Make sure you guys are here for that. And we're out. Gotta show the new intro.